Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening and good day. My name is Ogunda Oluwatosin. My name is Ogunda Oluwatosin. Matric number. My name is my mommy that she born me. I'm a project boy.
Hey, hi everyone. So I came across this video some few days ago, and I thought it's nice to speak on one thing that quite happened in this video. It sounds really funny. The video was quite funny because I went through the comment section and I was seeing so many laughing emojis, and it's quite funny really. But then we must call ourselves to reality as regarding what happened in that place and how our lecturers can be a bit at fault with this kind of assessment. There are different types of assessments that are used in education. You can use quizzes, you can do presentations or viva. In this case, you can tell your students to prepare a report, or you can use multiple choice questions that we are quite conversant with. And the need for us to use different type of assessment method is basically to take to be able to help every student, that is, take cognizance of every student with different capacity. Obviously, in this video, we can see that this student does not really know, or has probably entered a panic attack, or is probably having an anxiety. And that's why he literally forgot his name and is saying something that is not relevant to the topic. So he may have been able to adequately prepare his presentation slides or his report. But when it comes to presentation, some people are really good with writing. They can write clearly, they can write concisely, but presentation can be a bit of a hard work. So when we know that some students have that difficulty, it won't be nice for us to assess them or all students based on their presentation. Now, obviously, this student will definitely fail this presentation based on what he has started with, because you would look at him like someone that doesn't understand what he's about to say, and we have to understand that he's actually having a panic attack. So what we should then do as academic professionals is that we should consider each and every student's capacity. And that's why we have something called the statement of reasonable adjustment. Now, the statement of reasonable adjustment is there to take into consideration each student's difficulty. We have students that may be suffering from dyslexia, some students autism, some students ADHD. There are different learning difficulties that are available that we don't even, it's not exhaustive. So in such scenario, when you're assessing every student, you shouldn't assess them based on the same or having expecting the same capacity from every student. So it was really funny when I saw this thing, and I think that most of us that studied in Nigeria actually went through this phase, because when we prepare our dissertation, we are told to do a presentation, and no matter who you are or your learning ability, you have to do that presentation, which you are also graded based on. You are graded based on your presentation as well as your thesis or your dissertation that you have submitted. So what if you wrote a very good thesis, but then your presentation is like this? Then obviously you are not going to get the best grade. But then the fault is not that of the student. The fault is the assessor or the examiner or the lecturer who has decided to assess every student based on the same criteria, that is presentation. So if there was a student that suffers from anxiety, obviously their presentation would not be very, very good. So in such cases, you should find another avenue for assessing such students. It could mean that you wouldn't allow every other student in the presentation room. It could just mean that you having two examiners in the presentation room for students that suffer from anxiety. So at least the pressure and the expectation from them would be a bit lower, because some people can present in the presence of just one or two people, while some can present in the presence of a large number of audience. So now this is a very, very, very funny video, and I just burst into laughter when I saw it, and I realized that it's not the fault of the student. He's probably in a panic, he's nervous, and probably could be suffering from anxiety. It is only best, or it is only good for the examiner to take that into cognizance when they are assessing him or when they are grading him. I think I've been able to address this. And I'll see you in my next video.